You've argued that Iran's size, military capacity, and internal complexities make regime change a dangerous fantasy. What are the key risks of escalation that Washington may be ignoring?
Of course, I mean, Iran is a huge country and it's very opaque in certain ways. You know, this is the Islamic regime that came in after the revolution, the Islamic Revolution led by Ayatollah Khomeini in 1979. It's not a regime, it's not a government system that has been very transparent or open with the international world, the international community. And of course, we can't ignore the role of the Revolutionary Guards, the IRGC, which is a very secretive, shadowy organization that is very much involved in governance at the highest levels and involved in every decision, political and military. So there's a lot we don't know about the regime. And one thing we don't know for certain is that if this regime, which by the way, Iranians are against for the most part, we've seen protests for years now of Iranians saying they don't like what the government is doing. They don't like the fact that the government spends so much money and so much effort on spreading chaos across the Middle East, in Lebanon, in Syria, and in Palestine. So it's not a popular government, but if you were to come and decapitate that government, topple it from the outside with no plan, no preparation, with nothing in place to come after, well, we saw again what happened in Libya and we saw what happened in Iraq. And I think that this would be much worse, just given the sheer size of the country and the fact that it's so connected to other countries in the Middle East.
Plus the population.
I think it's over 90
It's
million.
over 90 million, yeah. How
90,
does this, go ahead, sorry.
no, I think it's 92 million.
Okay. Now, how does this episode compare, in your view, to the path that led the United States into the Iraq War, especially in terms of intelligence manipulation and undefined end games?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we talked about that, about how it is so dangerous. And these are the things that I was thinking, in the run up to the US strike, as I was thinking how familiar this feels between now and back then, the war on Iraq. I mean, we all remember that. I don't know if you remember that, but I was old enough to remember the conversations that were happening and remember seeing Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell and Donald Rumsfeld going on TV and saying, we have to do this, we have to do this, or else it's going to be awful, and chemical weapons and things like that. So you were hearing a lot of the same types of fear mongering and warnings coming out of both the Israelis and the Americans. And like I said, whenever there is a political decision already made to go to war, then you really start to worry about whether that intelligence is being looked at objectively or if it's just being used and shifted to support the decision that you've already made.